bit early, but oh, all right. Hi. What's been happening since I've last gone? I've been doing quite a bit of testing today. I'm working this area here just at the moment. I've moved. This is close to an area that I've been working previous. The last live, I was in another spot because today, part of the day today was about testing. Just off here, you're probably not going to see it, but I've got a bucket with a screen in there and some water. And I'm just going to start loading that up. I'm just going to scrape this bedrock down. It's clay. I'm hoping some of this has some gold in there. And then I'll end up, after this live, coming back one more time. I'll work it out because there's no point, I suppose, running this thing super long while I'm trying to wash all this stuff down. So at the moment, this area that I'm working was fairly level with bedrock all the way through where I'm even sitting. I've taken out since for the last few hours, it's taken me to take out all this fractured bedrock, and now I'm getting down to the bottom of it all. And I've got brushes. Always, one thing you want to do is always start up as high and work everything down. There's no point, like I know I did do some stuff out of here, but I was just trying to get rid of a bit of the stuff. But normally, yes, you should be able to see that coming off. Now this layer, this is all the decomposed bedrock that's sitting in between there. Hopefully this is the stuff that when the bedrock fractures and then mud and clay and gold all gets trapped in here. And then because it's wet always, the bedrock, it tends to trap a little bit of gold in there. There's no guarantees in this stuff. It's a lot of work for sometimes really, really good rewards, and sometimes you might work an area like this and not get too much. I am definitely getting some gold more where the camera is, just over here in some gravels. But I should also be getting a little bit of gold in here as well. So it's a bit, few little crevices up here that hopefully, because the creek is flowing this way, so you know. But there is some nice clay in here. Hopefully can, I'm not going to say I'll end up jinxing myself. But no, let's jinx myself. Let's hope there's a nugget or something in here. I doubt it, but always hope. Not that I doubt it, but there has to be. Somewhere in this creek, there has to be a nugget. Could be here. Who knows? I will have a look in a second, see if anyone's joined. But otherwise, it's not easy work, let's just say that. It takes a lot out of you. I was umming and ahhing gonna walk all the way back to the car and have a drink and before I did this live, but it's gonna take me longer to get to the car and come back, and then I'll be late. So I've been early, I suppose. But yeah, this is nice big crevice back here. It's developing really big. I'm shocked actually how much material's coming out of here. And then, yeah, the last live, what I'll do is I'll transport water to this spot. It definitely takes it out of here, this stuff. Definitely takes it out of here. Compared to, say, running high bunker and, just shoveling on this sort of crevice work is bad. Like that's going down and it's going down heaps. So it's too much. I can come back to that another time. Oh, this looks nice. There's some weird looking bedrock shape there. Like a boomerang. But I don't want that to come back. There's a lot of material that's in here that is going to be interesting trying to get it out. But what I want to try and do is get as much of this stuff. You can see I'm using my hands. I'm not using shovel or anything like that. It's just too tight in here. I could use my little scoop. Well, but this stage, I won't. Now, like some of this clay is pretty solid. You can see all that coming through, but there's a heap of clay in here, decomposed bedrock. Now, I really wanted to open up even more than this, but I'm just going with that. I'm not going to be able to do it. Just not going to be able to do it all. I'm going to screen this stuff off. So what I've got here is just a half bucket of water and a screen. So it's just, and when I say bucket, it's a big, big bucket. Probably like a 30-litre, like those buckets that I've got that I sit my metal screens in. This is like a giant one of those, but it's sort of square. I've got another pan here that I've got all right, there's a fair bit of material in there now. Same deal up here. I'm going to be able to clean this stuff off. You can see there's still a fair bit of material even up here. So where I'm working now, this is how high the bedrock was. This hollow that I'm in is what I've created today. But the bedrock was really up here. I'll scraper. I will have a look in a second. I just want to get rid of this bit, and then I'll come and have a look and see who's here. If anyone's here. Be doing this, but needs to be done. Oh. Oh. So that's the other thing. When you're opening up bedrock like this, you want to open up an area that you can finish. Got a little bit of time still to go today. I've got to drop off some stuff that's going out to the biggest Kev that Trav, Frenchie's actually going to be sending it to him, but Trav gave him some black sand, and then I ran it through my bowl after Frenchie had run it through his Miller table, and finally it's been sitting there drying. I put it in a little bag and vacuum sealed it, and going out to the biggest Kev for him to do what he's going to do with it. Yeah, God, there's a lot of all this here. It's just, it looks like bedrock, but it's not. This is what I'm talking about. This is the decomposed stuff. Now, not always in this type of material. Sometimes it's just too solid. You don't get anything. So I'm more hoping there's going to be something in this, because there's a lot easier ways. I could probably run my detector over this as well and see, but unless it's a big nugget or a decent sized nugget, I'm not gonna pick it up with my Equinox. I'm gonna get too many. If you had like an SDC or something, yeah, probably ideal for this sort of work. But yeah, not for or a 6000, I suppose. Maybe even that new Algo Force that's out there. Apparently that's not too bad. PI machine that you can put a little coil on to find some little gold. All right, that's full again. I'm going to have a look and I'll screen it off and I'll see who's here. Oh. All right, King Gold, I see he's here. Aaron and Amy. That Amy, she's a troublemaker. And there's a few others, I suppose, as well that I can see. I think that's all I can see in the chat at the moment. Oh no, I can see some more. Wait. Oh, I can't see because there's mud on my screen, but it's someone that ends with 592 in their name. Oh, I think. Oh, so I'll still see now. I think that's it. There we go. All right. Oh, all right. Back to screening this stuff. Yeah, a lot of this material is, it's terrible. It is terrible stuff. What I mean by terrible, that clay, the decomposed bedrock and that clay is really difficult to process. So I'm running as much of it through a screen as I can, and then I'm chucking it into another pan with a screen, and I'll pan that stuff out. All right, let's see how we go here. Put the hands in here again, and start filling the bucket in. Like, I could just see people. I know there's been some comments. I don't know what they are. I'll have to have a look when I get home. As I said, as I'm trying to swipe it, my hands are dirty, and I'm half covering things that are there. But some of this material in here, this stuff in here, it's like there's heaps of ground. There is heaps and heaps of ground. That's pretty much full again. Yeah. Oh. Oh, yeah. There's still heaps. There's so much ground down there to work. Ridiculous. If it was easy to carry us up to where the water is, I would, but trying to carry a pan, muddy hands, electrical, phone and all the rest of it, and the gimbal, it's hard to keep everything clean. Got a ton of material in there. I'm like, my pan's full, like the screen's full, this screen is full, the material is not great, and I'm just sort of realising just how much material is here. Sorry. I'll have to do this at a later stage, but we'll see if I can give you an idea just how much material is down here. Yeah. Hopefully, this is the hope that there's some nuggets in this stuff. I'm not sure if there is, but that is the hope. Especially in this stuff. Stuff was all in the cracks of the bedrock. The bedrock's really deep. And it's there's a lot of material. What did I think? I knew I was close. I wasn't too close. Even though I wanted to open up even more ground than this was just too much. And as you can see how much material's coming out of here. It's crazy. It is crazy. Oh. And the sun has been not in this spot, and now it's come and hit me. But that's fun as well. All right. I'll have a look on my screen again. And I suppose most people are getting a notification that when I'm going live that are coming on. I'm going to take some buckets to the car. I'm going to clean up this area. And hopefully I'm pretty much done with everything there that I need to do. Sometime just after 2, I would have filled this up with water and I'll come live for about 10 minutes. We'll bait pump everything that's in here. And I'll show you that pan. There's just too much material for me to work here at the moment. I thought I was pretty close, but yeah, there's probably another 2 or 3 20-litre buckets of material that I've got to pull out before I can yabby pump. So let me do that and I'll come back. And thanks everyone for coming and having a little bit of a look.